Hey, I'm back to play some more Against the Storm. Last we left off, I just reforged one of the seals to extend the Blight Storm cycle. And with that, and how quickly I finished it, I want to give myself a bit of a challenge. I want to play the game without any pauses. The lowest speed that I can go is 1 time speed. Now, to compensate, I'm going to be lowering the difficulties so that I don't instantly lose by like too much impatience or whatever. But it should help me make decisions quicker as well, because I find myself getting caught in circles of thought where I'll like double, triple check things before I unpause the game. One thing changes and then I have to reevaluate everything, and that's just not what I should be doing. Well, not what I shouldn't be doing, but I don't want every run to take 2 hours. Granted, the last run was one of the reforging seals one, so it does take longer than usual to complete, but 2 hours is still a pretty long amount of time. So we've already spent our meta upgrades from last time. I need to make it to one of the blue seals within 40 years, which is going to be roughly 5 settlements. I'm going to give myself 8 years if I don't pause it to be able to finish them, or better, honestly. So like 5 to 6 settlements to get there. That means if we're moving 2 spaces each time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Hold on. This is 1 movement, this is 2 movement, 3 movement, 4 movement. It takes me 5 movements to get there. What I could try going for is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'd have to use one of my like one of the extra range upgrades that you get for hitting a point of interest. I would like to try getting more points of interest though for some reserve embarkation points for over here. And the difficulty, or like, I guess, I think it might force you to play on higher difficulties as you go further out. I think it also ramps up the difficulty or how much embarkation points you get. That only happens after you cross these lines. So as I'm hitting all of these points of interest, I'll still be fine and like within range of the Smoldering City to like still get a good start on all of my cities. So instead of taking the most direct route, I'm going to play a little bit of the long game. This also gets me more meta progression every time I go near one of the points of interest, so that's nice as well. Let's see what effects we get from this. So we get the Royal Guard is watching over this region. Discovering glades doesn't increase hostility. That's going to make this so much easier, because then I can just crack as many glades as I feel like, or at the very least as many small glades. Dangerous glades are still going to have events in them that I'll need to handle, but the royal trees give more wood again. A great thing. So I'm not seeing any issues with this. I still don't want to play on Prestige 1 because going from Viceroy to Prestige 1 is such a big increase. More reputation required is I think it jumps in like 4 reputation being required, and harder orders. The harder orders means you get blueprints lower, which means that you don't have like the ability to get reputation by meeting your people's complex food needs. You also don't get that surplus of villagers at the beginning from completing orders, or maybe resources from doing so. So I'm not going to be playing on Prestige 1 when I'm not allowed to pause. Now, which I guess it's caravan. Which set of villagers do I want to take? Is it lizards and beavers, or is it foxes? I mean, I've just gotten foxes, and they're the like scouting unit. Beavers are the woodcutting unit. Lizards are, I think they're like the I don't know how to say this other than they're the food unit. They can make jerky, skewers, and meat like nobody's business. Foxes are really good at scouting. Harpies increase carry production, and I don't care what they're like supposed to do after that. I know they're good with fabrics or whatever, but just increasing the carry production or increasing the amount that everybody can carry by double is just insane. And then humans are like the resilient class. Their resolve like does not take as big of hits in, or at least it doesn't feel like it takes as big of hits during the storm. Like they're always the last person to leave your village. Okay, so I'm going to be taking the foxes because I want to be scouting places out. I'll take some extra villagers and then wood to be able to build my buildings right away. And then instead of taking food, because I've already got some pickled goods and some fish, I'm going to take stones so that I can crack caches if necessary. And let's embark. Okay, so I'm going to need to unpause this as soon as I'm done reading all of these effects here. We've got gain 2 amber every time you sell goods worth 10 amber. Okay, so just more amber per amber. We've got blight rot cysts. That doesn't matter. We're not getting any blight rot cysts. Woodcutters fell trees faster in the storm, but destroy their yield. Okay. During the storm, receive -2 to global resolve for every dangerous and forbidden glade discovered since the beginning of the settlement. Oh, so I don't want to be cracking as many of them as possible once I get to hostility 4. It might be a while until I get to hostility 4 because I'm not upticking my hostility by discovering glades. And then this one, villagers have a higher chance of consuming twice the amount of food, 10% for each hostility level. Like, that's bad because I'm using more resources, but it's not as bad as I would say people leaving my village. Well, maybe this is worse, honestly. Whatever it is, it's time to get started. Oh, but this is only during the drizzle season, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get people set up on woodcutting and then select my blueprints from there. Okay, woodcutting camp. Let's crack you over here. And we've only got foxes for right now. Let's also get you guys building paths, because that's something easy that I can get everybody working on right away. I wonder if it automatically pauses it when I'm picking blueprints and if I'll have to press play. So it does. I don't think I'm going to stop it from pausing, and I will make these decisions slowly, like whenever the game pauses it for me. But as soon as I'm done, I need to press play. I'm going to take jerky is pretty good for foxes. No, it's not. They like skewers. Never mind. I'm gonna take bricks as a way to source that material. I kind of want to take something that'll make planks. These guys like porridge though, and pickled goods. This makes both of the things that they like. I think I'll take the beanery to get foxes resolve high, and then a lumber mill 100% to get me my planks. I don't exactly care about tools or luxury goods, so there's the lumber mill. We can't make you yet, so I'm going to need a crude workstation for those materials. Can you guys make me my fabric? No, you can't. But you could make me my bricks if I use some of my stone. I'm only going to use clay, actually, right now. Let's put you guys up. And I want there to be at least like 5 in reserve of each of these guys once I start making them. I'm going to put 2 foxes on a stonecutter's camp. And since I don't have anything else to do yet, I'll just make a herbalist's camp here. Or I should crack open a second glade. Here, the beanery. We could set this up for the future. I can move you further up. Cornerstone. Okay, this is going to pause the game again. Gain 10 amber every time a villager dies or leaves. Don't really care. Gain 20 reed and 20 clay for each discovered glade. That immediately lets me make my fabric and my my bricks. However, gaining 1 villager every time I discover a glade, and I'm cracking glades like crazy, I've said, is pretty good. So I'm going to do that. Let's also grab, where is it? A woodcutter's camp and start mowing down some of these trees to get into these 2 glades. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. And I have 3 left over. I'm going to put 2 in there for now. All right, we have a small encampment of people. We don't have any food to be able to give them. So we need to harvest some mushrooms to get that done. Let's get some of my people there. And let's also check out what our orders are. So we've got complete 4 trade routes, or produce and deliver 4 pipes. So producing pipes is a bit difficult because I need bars for it, but I think it'll be done quicker than the 4 trade routes because I need packs of provisions and I don't have a good source of food yet. So I just need to get metal bars from like an event or another reward, like an order reward here. Plus 2 planks, complete 2 trade routes with an offer multiplier of 2 or higher, or deliver 5 tools. I'm already using metal bars on the other option, so we'll be taking this, especially because a high amount of planks can just be good. If I have beavers, then I can make a bunch of beaver houses for them. I'm thinking too far ahead. Okay, need for jerky fulfilled. I don't think I have a way to do that yet. Insect lore would be really nice, but this one is always easy to get done. And it would have given me the tools to solve or pass off to the other one. I think I'm gonna take need for jerky fulfilled as long as there's insects on this area. There isn't any insects. Okay, so then I'm not taking this because the insect lure doesn't matter to me. Okay, I would like you guys to move down here and crack open another glade. Yeah, you can fit here. Nice. This encampment of people I will take, but eventually there's no limit on it because it's not a dangerous event. And this is scales and sea marrow. Okay. Do I have anybody left over? 1 person. I could have them start making the bricks, but there's still no way for me to get my herbs. Do I need to do anything else? Not yet. I can make shelter while I'm waiting. Oh, and here, big shelter will accommodate 6 residents, but it uses up planks instead of the regular 10 wood. So shelter for right now is better since I don't have a way of making planks at the lumber mill, but I don't want to make too many of these because I'd rather shelter in the future. Also, I can favor my foxes and start getting a bit of reputation early just because they're eating the pickled goods. I'm also going to turn off consumption for the lizards. Man, I didn't realize how often the game gets paused automatically. Like, whenever you go into a menu, it does. Man, I see, what is it, an exclamation mark, and I think I have to deal with it right away. Not how that works, but... we could have somebody making bricks. We're having him make the shelters first. And I'll make 3 so that I can get the +1 to global resolve from also building a park. There's a park here. Nice. What do you get? We've got a root node. Oh, harpies are... Ooh, I've got a harpy. Okay, let's put that on the hearth. And I'm going to slow this down. If we tear this down, we get a bunch of fuel. I'm good to do that with clay. Very easy. We'll have a fox do it because they're a bit faster than normal. And it's going to take them a while to ship all those materials from the warehouse, but we'll manage. We'll manage. We've got some free decorations here. That's kind of nice. And then you are a big herbalist's camp. Okay, so I'm not going to salvage you, even though you would give me the plant fiber I need. Oh, I think I'm getting fiber from trees. I'm getting fiber from trees. I can start making my, what is it, fabric and bricks. Well, close to, I think. Yeah, he's bringing 4 of all of my plant fiber over, but it's still not enough yet. And I would like this to be rebuilt. Which then means that I should turn this one off because it's just not worth the effort to use a small herbalist's camp on it. And then I want to crack open this next glade down here, which is going to take a... I want to do it like slowly so that I have space beside this hearth to do so. I'm thinking of getting rid of some space back here and then putting a small warehouse there. So we'll wait for these guys to get their wood to or from wherever they need to go, and then I'll move it up. You're still working on this over here. We get herbs, and neither of these can be made into fabric. I'm still just waiting on... Is there enough fabric in here yet? No. What about at my other woodcutters camps? You guys have 2. Okay, so then that'll allow me to make my lumber mill. I have all 3 people with really low resolve, so I'm going to need to have no woodcutters over the coming storm. There's still no way of me getting metal, right? Yeah, this wasn't metal, it was just fuel. I could set up a trading post so that I get one of the traders to come at the start of next season. I'm fine with doing it over top of the fertile soil. Back here, beside these guys is fine. And then I should make some more paths to and from my buildings. Okay, so a lumber mill is the next thing that I wanted to build. Does it fit back here? It does. Okay, some shelters. Or is that a place for a beanery? Kind of looks like a place for a beanery instead. No, beanery's on this side. Okay. You were here. I'm going to deactivate you for right now. Or do I want to yet? He's making another set of bricks while I'm waiting. Okay, how do I survive this storm? If I favor you, the lizards go too far below, I might be losing my 1 harpy over this storm, unless I give them some more housing, so I need to build 1 more shelter. And then I should just activate you so that you get built when ready. We still have no way of greeting our people, because I'm not taking up any mushrooms. That was something I wanted to do on consumption control, turn off mushrooms, so that when I start harvesting these guys, I can use it to get more villagers. The storm is about to come, so I'm going to need to turn off my woodcutters and then do something in the interim. The interim could be making more fabric and bricks. It could be putting people on the herbalist's camp. Oh, now I have it. Right. So here, we're going to get a lizard there, and we're going to take all of our woodcutters off. Not all of them, I guess. I can still have some on. Let's put you here. How many am I allowed to put on? 3? 3. Perfect. Okay. The harpy should only go down to 2 here. Yes. Okay. So then we survived the storm handedly. Where's the warehouse? Warehouse. We'll put you... That direction seems fine. Some paths down around it. And then the trees that I want to cut out are just like everything in this area, but this needs to get built first, and I need more bricks and fabric for that. You guys should be making fabric now instead. Do we have enough for like a lot of fabric? Hoping so. Where have my bricks gone to? Because like they did get moved to a building. Did they get moved over here? Okay, at least my lumber mill is about to be created, I guess. We could stock somebody there, and then they'll take the fabric as soon as it's done. Where am I stocking my last person? I guess nowhere for right now. You're moving over all the fuel, and I'm gonna make sure that we're using the correct fuel sources. I think it's always easier to like have sea marrow be a fuel source, and then coal you can use for dye or like in other recipes. Oh, I could even tick up my hostility if I wanted to, since harpies have high enough. Because the one harpy was unhoused, it had a -3 to its resolve, but as soon as it gets housed, it gets +3, so it was at 2 and it goes to 5. That makes sense. Trade routes. I need a makeshift post if I want to do trade routes. I can put one down here and make a few packs of provisions, maybe. Turn off the packs of crops, get one person working in here to make like 6 of them so that I can try getting that trade route off early. Plus I also need to sell some value, like some goods, and then give them 10 amber, so the trade routes will be my way of doing that. You guys are still harvesting, the mushrooms. We've got newcomers. I'm gonna take more rather than less people, even though this is 4 parts. I'm not gonna need the parts for a while. And what's our cornerstone that we grab? Market shift plan. Every neighboring town offers 2 more trade routes, but no traders will arrive in your settlement until you complete at least 3 trade routes. Or master blueprint. I don't think I need master blueprint. Farsight could be fun because it really speeds up like glade events, but I don't have the things to complete glade events yet, so not quite. Market shift plan I think is the way to go, even though there's a trader that's like about to be here. This is the only time that I'm gonna leave the game paused, because this guy has a ephemeral tag on it, which means that as soon as I unpause, I'm no longer allowed to select it. So just to show you guys what I'm talking about, I'm not gonna get Sahilda in the 2 minutes until I finish 3 trade routes, but I'll take more trade routes. I could also re-roll to get through this, but I'm gonna take market shift plan. It seems like a fine time to do so. The trade routes is also gonna pause it. I have enough stone, and that's a very good price for stone. If I make the packs of provisions in time, I'm going to be selling there. And it's only the smoldering city that I have. Oh. You guys aren't doing anything anymore because you've made enough bricks. I see. We could still have 1 person in there making up to like 15 instead. I'm going to get 2 people on making planks. We have nobody beside the stonecutters camp, so I'm going to deactivate you and then put a bunch of people back in a woodcutters camp. Open up some more glades. You guys are waiting on fabric? Yeah, which comes from these guys. We don't have any plant fiber yet. We have 2 here. Is that enough to uptick it? I thought I set you to 15. Maybe I need to like press enter or something to lock it in. Yeah, the 2 fiber is going to be enough for it to make the fabric that I need for this small warehouse, and then that's really going to speed up this woodcutters camp. Okay, anything else that I can get done in the meantime? I could make another shelter. I want to make shelters out of planks, though, instead, and I have enough that I can just start doing so. A brickyard can also go down. Here looks like a fine spot. Where were you, brickyard? We've got a drizzle water geyser, so this is something that I'll go over later. It's not something to talk about currently, but I would want to put a harvester's camp down here, even if it's really far away, just to have a source of plant fiber for fabric. And then I'll start cutting away like a path that reaches this warehouse a little bit quicker. You guys are going to start hitting the wrong trees though, so I'd rather move you, yeah, up to here so you hit the correct ones. And you guys can be a bit closer this direction. I don't want bricks being made here anymore, so I'll stop you and get rid of the clay that's in your storage. You are going to be able to make more fabric in a bit, but I kind of don't want that. Oh, more orders. And I haven't finished any of my orders yet. Need for jerky fulfilled or hearth to level 2. Very easy to get this one done. I'm doing it. And then have at least 12 foxes. I'm just about there, and foxes resolve above 18. I'm going to be making pickled goods soon, so that's nice. I don't think I have a way to, like, make oil yet. Maybe the mushrooms? No, the plant fiber. I have a harvester's camp for it, but, like, there's only one of them. Oh, and this asks me to get harpy houses, and I don't have them yet, so that's not happening. It's the fox population one then instead. Okay, so to make a hearth go up to level 2, I need to place down another set of decorations. I can do the small ones, though, because I've got 2 small comfort decorations. So barrel, barrel, and then where's the other decoration? The garden gets to be placed. And now I should also make... Oh, you're done making your packs of provisions. I should check on my trade routes. I can't get this stone up to level 2, so I think I'm still going to do it just for the raw amber. We don't have any way of getting metal yet. Pottery. I've got a lot of fuel and some clay I can start making, what is it, pots? And let's make bricks up to 25 first, and then this will be after the fact. You as a herbalist's camp are still taking up the mushrooms. We can get more villagers by spending the mushrooms on it. I am low on food. Okay, so then what do I do to get food back? I could maybe start making pickled goods. Let's put you down here beside the soon-to-be-built storehouse. Let's turn up your priority as well. To make porridge, I would need water, and I could put down a geyser over here to get that done. Okay, I'll talk about that building in a bit, but not quite yet. Still got enough planks for this, that's good. You guys should be using... eggs are fine? Yeah, eggs will be fine. And then this, I'm just saying anything here works. Or this, maybe? So I want to make pickled goods first because 2 people can eat it. Only the foxes like porridge, so I'll make that as a backup. And then 1 person should work here. I'm about to get another villager from cracking open this glade. I can deactivate, I can even move you out of the way. I don't need the makeshift post for a bit. I've got enough packs of provisions over here. We still need a few more people in houses to upgrade you to level 2. I need to put down one of my shelters, a big one, because I've got the planks for it. Put you here. And we kind of need a builder. Anybody that I can take off of doing any work currently? Once you're done making your fabric, then I can. I'm also going to want one of my harpies actually stopping plank production and over here in the herbalist's camp, because they can duplicate things. That sound was just my trade route proccing, and I don't have... I will have the ability to give 2 sets of planks off here if I overproduce planks. I'm going to stop brick production then. You go here, you go here. I'm going to also take off some people from the woodcutter's camp just so I have a builder somewhere. We have people that are getting, hungry. That's why your resolve is ticking down. You can also be taken off, so we have a second builder. I'm still waiting on this to... I'm still waiting on enough planks to build it. Not to build it, to cash in the trader at a multiplier 2. Let's turn down your priorities so that you don't get built yet. Put down some paths, actually. Okay, what are you? Dangerous glade event. We've got a petrified tree. Destroys all stored wood. Don't want that. So that's the dangerous event. How do we get it down? All homes can house 1 fewer resident. Tree felling is 50% slower. I could do this over the storm, and it doesn't increase hostility or anything. And I don't have enough materials to do it on that side. Okay. Still waiting. People are using planks on the shelter and things like that now. Beanery doesn't have enough mushrooms. That makes sense. I would like there to be more mushrooms, but I can't exactly tell you guys to like go any faster. Okay, they'll move mushrooms in. He'll get mushrooms in time. I'm not going to take him off his building. I can put somebody on... Do I do the petrified tree now? Hold on. It was house 1 fewer residents, so I need to make some more houses before that happens. I do want to get to the 18 planks before anything else. We have 2 people over here. That's good. I can put somebody over here. Oh, you have been waiting for mushrooms all this time to be able to get the extra villagers. I need to make another small herbalist's camp or something to get more mushrooms. I need just more food right now. Okay, so then to get free water right here, I think, yeah, it has the upgrades. So I'm going to pause the game so that I can explain this mechanic. So this, what was underneath it was a geyser. Once you find your first geyser, you just get the building geyser pump for free. It's not something that you, like, it's a base building, like a woodcutter's camp or whatever. This building will pump whatever type of water the geyser is. So this one is a drizzle water geyser. There's also clearance water geysers and storm water geysers. These will be used in rain punk in future, I guess, like runs. I still haven't unlocked rain punk yet. So this water would be used by those rain punk buildings, but for right now, I can pump the water out much quicker than any rain collector could. It still only has a tank size of 50, but then that is just, being fed into here for porridge. Because I can put an automaton in here instead of one of my villagers, it's like getting a free villager on this building, which I like my villagers, so I'm going to do. If I go into the upgrades, it costs a little bit to get these guys. Let me see. So this one is pipes and planks to be able to upgrade the tank size. These guys, I think, are 1 wildfire essence and some amount of pipes to be able to make an automaton. Your wildfire essence is the stuff that you make small hearts with, by the way. So with that out of the way, I can now press play again. Let's see, trade routes, still not quite on it. How many planks do you guys have in storage? 6? That's enough? I want these planks to get moved so that I can cash in this. There we go. There we go. Wanted to make sure that got done in time. I don't know about picking up you guys as extra villagers. I might not have the food anymore. An apothecary. What does an apothecary do? Tea dye jerky. It's something that I would want to build in the future, but it's so far out of the way I might like not use it for a while. Oh, I need a big forager's camp. That would be a great source of vegetables. I'll put a small warehouse down there. I'll also build a small forager's camp over here to pick up the resources. And let me stop all of my woodcutters so that I go down to, yeah, 0 hostility. And then houses only sheltering 1 more person. I can take that hit to resolve. So let's cut you down. Let's get 2 foxes on it so it's done almost by the time the storm is up. And then my leftover foxes can work on the small forager's camp. Do I not have enough parts for it, or did they grab the parts already? No, I don't have the parts for it. Wow. Okay, I have to, like, finish some of my orders. Producing pipes. Still haven't been able to. Let me check the crude workstation to make sure I don't have... I do have the ability to. Okay, let's get that one done then. Harpy's resolve being low. 2 people's resolve is low. Because they are outside of houses, the lizard is at the very least. I can change out the harpy with a lizard to up their resolve, and then I can give you some favor in a second to get you back up to full. What else do I want to do? I think you guys are just taking a minus to hunger. Average bonus -8. Wow, that's a large amount. Do I need more people making food here? They're gonna raise to 1 because one of them found food. Okay, so that's fine. What is my... I guess I'm getting more berries. I'm getting more mushrooms now. Here, let's turn you off of berries so you only grab the thing in front of you that's closer. Let's move this garden out of the way so that you guys don't have to walk around it. What else can I get done? You guys aren't harvesting anymore, so I could move you over here to harvest as well. That's better. Do I even need this camp anymore then? I want to say no. I want to say I just deactivate it and delete it because I needed parts for a different one. I'm just making sure that he gets some mushrooms in before I... Yeah, there we go. Deactivate it. And then you guys... Oh, you did have enough parts to create. Okay, well. Next up, I would want to have the woodcutters take down this area here. And do I take the extra villagers now? Ooh, I produced the pipes that I needed. I'm going to stop you guys from producing pipes. Don't need any more of those. And I have a blueprint to decide on. We've got an apothecary. I have one down below. I don't want to take that. We've got a clothier, which can produce coats, but only harpies like that, so not quite. We've already got a druid's hut somewhere on board. This blueprint is a reward in one of my orders. Never mind. Okay, and then a distillery that can make pickled goods at a better rate. I think, let's see what the price for jerky is. I don't have a source of insects yet. I think I'm still going to take jerky production just because both harpies and lizards like it. I'm hoping to find meat somewhere out in the wild. I think the trapper's camp down here, yeah, it was eggs and then a 40% chance of meat, so not quite. The apothecary I'll put down, I guess here fits nicely. I'll put one harpy in there, and set you guys to make jerky whenever you can. Otherwise, you'll make dye out of the copper that I've found, so that I have a backlog of dye. And then, do I have enough for tea? I mean, I've got the drizzle water for it. You guys are making dye here. Sure, I'll do that. Let's see what our cornerstone is. +1 yields to all packs of goods. Grain production is increased, or resistance to corruption. I don't think I like any of these, just because I haven't been making packs of goods. This is usually a really good upgrade, but not currently. 40 meat every time a villager dies or leaves. That would solve my food production. Gain 10 skewers for every 10 pickled goods produced. Yeah, we're doing that, because we're just producing pickled goods. We don't have a way to make skewers, so I'm going to ask you guys to make, like, as much as you can. I'm going to get a third guy in here. We can take our newcomers, which... Do I need more pottery? Oh, right. I need more people in the brickyard to be able to be making the pots. Let's turn the pots up to be made first, actually, because I'm going to run out of them on my, what is it? Pickled goods here. I'm still making porridge as a backup, which is nice. Okay, what's next for me? It is checking the trade routes to see if I can get any of them done. I could maybe get through on roots. I could maybe get through on skewers. I don't even have packs of provisions anymore. Right. We've got to put this guy down somewhere and get you making them. We don't have anything to make it with, though. Okay, so I'll have to wait on that. I'll have to wait. Anything over here that I can take up? Doesn't really look like it. Value of goods sold. We still can't get any traders to come in because we need to finish more trade routes, and I have not been getting lucky on the trade routes. Or maybe that was a mistake that I took it that early. People are also out of their houses. Oh, because I've gotten so many people. Okay. Are you upgraded? You have been upgraded to level 2. I think I'm going to make a new hearth, and with these 3 things here, making a hearth down here seems fine. So you would go... I'm going to wait for this event to be finished. Let's make a warehouse down here first. There seems fine. Let me just double check that it isn't blocking off the hearth at all. Nope, you're good. Okay. Oh, right. We need to get a lizard off of here and a harpy to allow people to ship more things. And then a bunch of woodcutters back. Yes, I do know that I'm low on food, but only for some people, not for everybody. The porridge and the pickled goods are going to be... Oh, I don't have any pickled goods. I have you guys shipping the thing. I'll get a trapper's camp over here. That's my next source of food, and it is meat, which is nice. You guys have a specialization bonus. I think I put you down as woodcutters. Yeah, I'm taking you off. You guys are going here. Let's get some paths down to this new area. And I'll favor you to get a small reputation bonus. Harpies are going under, actually. hostility of the forest. I need one less woodcutter and then I'm fine, I think. Let's do this. We got an extra builder at this point. That's fine. The encampment of people. Yeah, it's just food that allows me to interact with them, so I still can't do anything with them. What else can I do? We're running low on the ability to make pickled goods because of pottery, because I don't have any clay. Is there anything with my stonecutter that I can do? No. Let's get these woodcutters over here to crack open some more glades to see if there's any resources in them. I guess the small glade on this side is the best one. But before I do that, hold on. You go down. You are going to get moved behind here because I need to put a small hearth in this area. And then you get housed with somebody, and then we have a bunch of people making big shelters because I've got so many planks now, and that's going to be all of my housing. I can also stop favoring you so I don't have to worry as much about harpies. Oh, and I got the fox population thing done. Oh, that's huge. Herbalist's camp. Okay, I think I needed to take this one because of the broccoli patches. Let me just see. Forager's camp. Oh, that's the orders button. It's this button. Smelter to make copper bars, don't need them. A fishing hut, don't need that. This could provide herbs, which is like a constant source of something, because I've got farmers. And an herbalist's camp. I already have one of these. What am I thinking? I don't need it. I'm gonna take the herb garden because I need more food, and I've got a lot of extra villagers at this point. Oh, I didn't realize that it's 2 encampments at level 1, not 1 encampment at level 2. That's why I didn't get the extra blueprint early on. I need to unpause. Almost forgot about that. And let's get a herb garden down where? Here's beside a warehouse. This isn't that bad. Here looks fine. And then a bunch of farming fields. And you guys will have to do this next year. I do also want to do like this set of fields, but I think 2 might be a bit much. I should be able to get away with just 1. Let me pick my orders. Lizards resolve. I'll be getting skewers and pickled goods for them. I'm actually telling them not to eat pickled goods, so this will be pretty easy. And it's +1 to meat production. Yep, definitely taking that one. And then we've got 125 units of storm water being used. That's going to be like impossible. I might find a bathhouse, and I already have a way to make tea, so we'll take that one. Now, do I get you guys to stop taking up the meat? I think I do, because I want to get that +1 meat for you. Let's allow you to eat your pickled goods. And that gets you up to 13. I could favor you to get to 18. You need to be at 20 resolve. I just need more skewers, which means I think I need to make more pickled goods. Oh, and I got enough reputation for my foxes to choose another blueprint. We could take grain, we could take good fabric production, or we could take fish. It's between weaver, because 2 people like boots currently. Do I have any source of leather? No, it's just at the harvester's camp. Is there any source of leather in this area? No. Okay, so the weaver doesn't work unless I get fish scales. It could provide me enough to get the necessary resolve for the lizards. I think I'm going to reroll. I want to see a city building here. Skewers themselves. No, that's not something that I can make. A clothier and a leather worker. The boots here only take 2 minutes and 48 seconds to get done, and it makes so much more. Okay, I might take this, and then I think there's a small fishing hut up here, yeah, with scales that I can use to make boots. So this is getting created as well. We'll house 3 people in there. Right, you guys don't have anything to do because there's no more clay. If only I had traders to buy it from. Okay, root nodes and moss broccoli patches. Good for the future, not good for right now. I think I'm gonna crack this forbidden glade. It's closer to my warehouse. This is a bit further away. I could put a warehouse down in this area. I think I get rid of these trees first, though. Where was my other woodcutter's camp? It's over here. Let's move you down into range to get both of you working on this area. I want all of these trees gone. I could favor you, and then I have 2 people in range. Okay, that's kind of nice. Anything for trade routes? No. I don't have the ability to make jerky yet. Let me see what buildings I'm missing. Put down a leather worker. Don't have the fabric for it. I would have to make the fabric here. We can get one person making a few, because I've got a bunch of extra plant fiber now. And then when you come into here, you're only going to be working on boots with scales when that gets made. What other buildings have I not put down? A druid's hut. Makes oil, tea, and coats. I guess I can put one down. This I'm only going to house with people. Yeah, I have to house with people eventually. Not yet. Everybody has been housed. I can get an extra 1 to global resolve by putting a decoration in this area. No gathering nodes near the harvester's camp. Show me where you are. Let's move you to where you can harvest something. There is nothing that you can harvest. Okay, so we deactivate you and put you guys to work elsewhere. Do we still have a food problem? We don't. Okay, that's nice. Wait, Lizard's Resolve is high enough? Lizard's Resolve is high enough. Okay, well, we're going to stay favoring them and hope that it sticks. No gathering nodes near the herbalist's camp. You guys are going to move to get these berries then instead. Because I still want to get pickled goods, even though it is so far away from all of my warehouses. Anything else that I can do? I could move these. I'm going to house 2 people here over the storm season, so I'm going to do that before I forget. I'm also going to unassign 3 of my woodcutters. 1, 2, 3. So we go down to that amount of hostility. Okay. And then we need to make packs of provisions. I'm going to stock 1 person in here, and whatever you can find, please make something with it. The beanery currently has every, like, food source that I have right now. Outpost is done. I could do that, but then it's going to raise my hostility, so I'm not going to take that upgrade yet. What do? I unfavor you so that I'm ready to favor the harpies if necessary. You guys have already been stocked. Brickyard. I still don't have any way to get stone. Harpies resolve. Oh, wait. I gained some passive reputation and that lowered my impatience. Or, sorry, yeah, it did lower my impatience, which increases hostility. So then you need to get rid of 1 more woodcutter. Or I could let 1 harpy leave and just have more woodcutters this season. I think I'm fine with that. They destroy their materials, but they're also going to cut these trees really fast, and I want to find some clay in here. Yeah, even if I up you, you're not going to get to a high enough resolve. And can I move people over from this village? There's an extra 4 people. It's not enough yet. I will move one of the shelters over into this range and pre-make my decorations. 1 garden, and then, where is it? 1 park. Oh. Oh, +1 to food production. We'll take that. Or +1 to meat production, I should say. Yeah, 1 harpy gets lost, and I'm fine with that. You are saying 1 fewer resident in each house. I think I can deal with that. And woodcutting is slower. I don't care about woodcutting anymore. Let's put 2 people on the case. Can I heal it with anything? If I start making tea, then sure, but it's going to be a while before I start making tea. Do I get that done in time, though, at the apothecary, if I have you make tea, specifically? You've just been making dye and nothing but dye. If I turn you off of making dye, you're going to use up pottery. Do you have enough pottery in storage? No. No, so then I can't make enough tea, so then yeah, I do just have to do you regularly. Investigate. You also get sent. Let's see what a cornerstone is. Harvesting and planting are 25% slower. I don't care about wood production, so no. Global resolve is boosted by 5 for every 180 seconds every time a new glade is discovered, but wood cutting is slower until I open 2 glades. Don't really care. I think this is still the best one, though, because I'm not going to be getting an education need fulfilled anytime soon. I don't have a way to produce scrolls or a place to use scrolls at. Let's take that last reputation point that we had stocked up. Let's see what our trade routes are and see if we can do anything. I need packs of provisions to be able to get these done. I think somebody made some for me. I'm going to need 12 or 4 and a lot of boots, but I don't think I'm making boots right now, right? Yeah, I'm not. Okay. packs of provisions can be made better or easier here, I'm just going to take that. Keep it simple. Fabric and bricks. I'm not making fabric at a great rate, but I could make a bunch extra. I think I'm going to take a tavern for +3 to global resolve. And it's a building I can place down now. You guys are working on... Just do herbs. Nothing but herbs. Please and thank you. Where am I missing people? Oh, we've got stone here. Let me grab my stonecutter's camp. Move it all the way down here. This is exactly what we were looking for. More clay. I'll take more people. Oh, and leather. Perfect. I can make boots. Oh, but it's not going to be done in time. I was hoping to get it done in time for getting the second trade route that I needed here. Yeah, and that would get me 2 reputation instantly, too. Well, it happens. Oh, people are using my boots. Let me turn that off. I don't think I'm getting it in time, but I'd still like to try. You at the beanery. You guys don't have anything to work off of right now? Can I just ask you to make crystallized dew while I wait? No, because that uses up my rocks. Like I could, but I don't want to. I don't want to. They're shipping resin here. I need to get rid of that myself now. I'll leave the people in the building. I don't need to micro it that hard. Abandoned cache. I don't have enough Seaburno. I don't have enough stone. Cracking it open would be kind of nice, but I can't. We've got another fishing pond, but it's large, so I can't mine it. And I don't have a big enough forager's camp for a good source of roots. Where do I put more of my people? I guess I could put more of them in woodcutters' camps. Or I've just about maxed those out still. And then this, I don't have the ability to use it, so I'm going to delete it so that people don't walk around it all awkwardly. Let's put down a path and see what our next building is. We've got a rain mill, we've got an artisan, we've got a granary, we've got a forger's camp. I'm going to take the forger's camp. Because now I can put you down here. And, oh, I can get vegetables, and they're close enough to the warehouse. I'm gonna make a warehouse right beside it here. I want to like get as many of these guys as possible. Do harpies like forging? No, it's the humans that do. Okay, so 2 here. And then where is my small warehouse? I'll put you here. Actually, we'll move you 1 up so you're not right beside the apothecary. Turn that priority up. A harpy scout has left. What I didn't even see that in the top right corner. I thought there was usually a sound cue when that happens. Well, it is what it is. Do I have people making fabric for me? You're done at makeshift post. I don't have enough boots, and they're not going to be finished in time, and I can't get enough packs of provisions to be able to get this ancient tablet trade off. I can do 1, but if I do so, it gets my amber trade, but not my raising the stakes. I'm going to wait for a bit longer. I don't want to use my packs of provisions too early. We are still making fabric. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. I can put some extra people into tavern if I have them. You guys were, like, not being able to produce because of low amounts of pots. I need to stock this with people now. Because I'm getting clay from this stonecutter's camp. But I don't have a builder. Have you guys retrieved your nuts yet? You have. That's very nice. So now I have the scales as well to make the boots. So let's turn consumption control where people can wear boots again, because I'm not going to get that one in time. Do I favor my foxes? Who do I favor to get reputation? I don't think I can favor anybody. Okay, waiting on seeing what the trade routes could be. Small fishing hut is idle. Now I can deactivate you, and then I get 3 people back. Oh, just in time. We can get a sea marrow, and it's done in 3 minutes. That's great. That is great. Do I make another forager's camp? Where's my other one? I think it was over here. Yeah, I'm just going to move you to be beside the vegetables over here as well. Delete you so that I can fit you in nicely. No gathering nodes near the herbalist's camp. Can I move you down to, like, berries anywhere? No, I guess we're not getting berries anymore. What do I need to stock people in? I've got extra people to put at the tavern. And that gets my foxes up enough. I'll favor them to make sure that they stay high enough. What else? I could put a second person at the apothecary to make extra tea for me. They're also... Oh, they're starting to make jerky because I found enough meat because of the +1 meat over here. That's nice. That's nice. We'll put a limit of 50 on this. We'll put a limit of 50 on dye, and then it makes tea as a backup. Good, good, good. Okay, so it looks like I can actually connect, what is it, pipes, but I'm not going to. I'll save that for the next settlement that I do. Oh, lizards can also be, because I've got boots for them. That checks out. What do I want to do next? Guess just clearing up more of this area is a good thing. Let's also get some paths down to this stonecutter's camp, because I'm going to need all of that clay. Do I have anybody that's unhoused? No, but I think I'm like full on housing, so I'm gonna build some extra shelters just in case. And I've already made you a high enough level. Hold on, can I upgrade you in level? Ah, more can be unlocked in Smoldering City. What's our second to last order? Okay, so I will go over how this works now. I'm gonna take another pause so I can explain this. We're gonna be doing Rainpunk, because I'm not cutting through the forest to discover 6 glades. Okay, so how I was talking earlier about the geyser pump here, you have, what is it, a solid source of one type of water. When you have that, you can then hook up pipes to one of your buildings that uses that. Drizzle water is usually for food production buildings. Clearance water is usually for, I want to say, like, how do I put this? I know that stormwater is for, like, building materials. I think anything else, like something that doesn't fit into those two categories, is clearance water. I can't remember what the category is. Anyways, the drizzle water geyser that we have over here, I'm just going to hook up to my beanery as an example, because it's making food, and I want it to make more. So I go over to this tab right here, to Rainpunk engines, and this is where you use pipes. So in the crude workstation, how we made some pipes at the beginning, and we never used them again. Or like, it seems like there's no use for pipes. They've just been like an item that we can sell or buy. This is the use for pipes, is making the making the automatons in the geyser pump, and connecting your I guess buildings to it. That way water doesn't have to get shipped here. Anyways, when I connect pipes, I unlock this menu. What I can do now is I can tell it to use up some of the water to get extra bonuses, increasing production speed and increasing this one that I like a lot more, increasing the chance for extra production yields. There's also a second engine here where I can say that you get extra resolve by being in this building, which, because, wait, hold on. Oh, I thought that turned up the harpies for some reason, but you can see that it turns up the lizards by 1. So if I use water, I can like eke out some extra resolve. I've got a lot of water in the tank, that's fine, but the like downside of using Rainpunk engines is that every time that you use a certain amount of rainwater, you spawn a blight rot cyst. We've seen those in a couple events before. What they do is they hit nearby warehouses, or I think the hearth. And when you're in the storm, or like during the storm, they open up, and if they're left unchecked for long enough, they will kill 3 of your villagers. The more cysts that you have, the higher your corruption, like your health bar ticks down, basically. There's been a couple of cornerstones that I've like glossed over because we haven't been dealing with corruption yet. This this is where you get corruption from, is rain punk engines. So I'm only going to increase speed by 50% here, and I'm going to ask them to produce extra. I don't really care about them producing any faster. I just care about them producing double well here, because I want as much food as possible. I could speed them up even more, but then, what is it? Like, I could take one villager out of here. I don't need to take one villager out of here. I've got enough villagers as it stands. So I want an extra 25% goods produced here. This does that for me. Now I need something to deal with the blight rot. Let me move these guys further away from my buildings. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna make a blight post. This allows you to spend fuel to be able to make purging fire. You can stock up purging fire for the storm, and then people will, when they're assigned to a blight post, come here, pick up a purging fire, bring it to a blight rot cyst, and then burn it over some period of time. I think it takes like 30 seconds to burn one. It's a long time, so you'll need to put multiple, like, basically firefighters up if you have a lot of blight rot cysts. I think I'm only going to need one person in here, so let me grab a harpy and tell them to make some purging fire with all of my wood, because I've got a bunch extra. I'm going to limit this to 5 so they don't overproduce it and use up too much of my wood, because you can very quickly turn all of your wood into purging fire, and as you can see, it's not even a worthwhile trade. If I were to sell my purging fire, it sells for half as much as my wood. So if you overproduce, you don't want to be selling these to get rid of them. It just like wastes your fuel, basically. Anyways, that's rain punk engines. Not even in a nutshell, that's like rain punk engines, full stop. Oh, we gained another reputation point, which means lower impatience, so then I have to choose one to gain reputation with. And now I'm going to be unpaused. So I'm starting to use some drizzle water. I could make another drizzle water geyser. I could assign a villager here. I could make a second automaton if I wanted to. I'm eventually going to use as much as I need here. Hold on, how did they already lower it down by this much? I'm going to increase my tank size. These guys are using water in their recipes. That could be a little bit, like, risky. I need some more pipes. That's the first time that I'm making pipes at a crude workstation like this. Well, not the first time, but it's not often. Our trade route is about to proc to give us another blueprint. What else do I want to do? I've got houses. I've got the tavern filled out. I don't have anybody at the druid's hut. I don't have a solid meat production. I was thinking about making oil as an alternate fuel source, but I've got so much wood that I don't need to. Tea is being made at a rate of 2 here. Tea is being made at a rate of 2 here. It doesn't matter. What about coats? I don't have a good source of fabric production, and I want to be making boots for my characters instead, because that's still something that I'm cruising for bruising on. Okay, here. This is an example of clearance water. So these aren't exactly like building materials, and they aren't food materials either. So then you're going to see clearance water. That's how I think of it, usually. Storm's about to come. We're going to unassign all of our woodcutters so that we drop down and we don't take the greater threat or insatiable hunger. What can I do with all of my extra people? I'll just assign them to anything that I can. Traitor! Sahilda! Sahilda, my beloved. Oh, if I could have gotten you earlier for this fungal growth, that would have been so nice. Do I need anything? I've been needing clay for a while from my pots. I could take tools so that the next trader that comes in, I could buy them from as well. I could also just take a lot of food, like insects, like fish, like roots. I'm not going to buy mushrooms. I could buy eggs. I could buy grain. I don't know if I'm going to use it, though. And then what do I sell? I'm not going to need my ancient tablets. I'm not going to need my amber. I'm not going to need all of my resin. I want to keep at least like 30 around, so there's good. I'm not going to need, I think, like another 1 or 2 of my parts. And before I finish this trade here, let me get rid of some things. I want to check my orders to see what I get out of them. Oh, I need 10 amber to be able to finish one of them. Right. Sorry, Sahilda. My bad. I need 10 amber before you go. I wanted to see if I got parts from any of the orders, and then I would sell those to, like, make my money back. Right now, I will get rid of a wildfire essence. I will get rid of 3 parts. And then I will get rid of wood to make up the difference. 1 more. There we go. Okay, and then we'll complete this order as well. And that ups us to hostility level 3. Damn. What could I get? Tinctury, coal, herbalist's camp we already have. I'd want to reroll instead. I don't have the money for it. We'll wait until the next trader. Okay. See you, Sehilda. Thank you very much. The mushroom, the extra mushrooms are much appreciated. Oh, I don't have any mushrooms on map right now, but I might in future. Right, I need to unpause. And now, because I don't have, like, a worry about, what is it? I'm at hostility 3. I'm going to need to stay at hostility 3. I can put 3 people in the woodcutter's camp, and that's fine. We're still not hitting either of these guys. Harpy's resolve is low. I could favor them, but they should get to, like, use enough boots where they won't care anymore. You guys at the beanery, how are you doing? You're not doing too hot on pots. You're doing fine on water. You're still making a lot of porridge, which is good. Almost too much porridge. Okay, what's this? Oh, okay. Oh, I do have 2 wildfire essence for it. That's really nice. Fuel in the settlement disappears at a rate of 5 items every second. I can return him for an extra resolve point. I'll take that. Okay, I had to step away. This might be a bit difficult to get my bearings again quickly. I wanted to do this wildfire essence thing to gain an extra reputation point. It is going to make some things disappear from my warehouses, some fuel, but I have a bunch extra because of the boon. I've also forgotten that the trees in this one gave me extra wood every time they get knocked down, which is why I've been like so flush with them for the entire game. Ooh, we've got sea marrow over here. That could be nice to sell. I don't know if it's necessary. It's really far away from the hearth. I've got the villagers for it though. Yeah, I've got too many villagers to do too many things. We've got a guild house, which I don't really need, but I could build just so that if I do end up selling a lot of things, I can... Yeah, I've got 156 planks. Hold on. I need to get you guys off of this thing, or making something else here. You guys can make some scrolls, I guess. We'll do that. And what about the trade routes? Roots are selling for a lot. Excuse me, but I don't want to use that because, like, I need all of my food. I've been needing all my food. You guys should also be making more tea, but you need to be making dye at a quick enough pace to be outpacing the people that are making scrolls. And also jerky, because it's being eaten by 2 people. So I do need to connect you to drizzle water, which means I need more pipes, which I think I had this person try to make them, and they couldn't. There's only 3 in my inventory. I need to find a way to get a few more metal bars. 50% the amount of goods produced in the herb garden. Kind of nice. Every time I open or send an abandoned cache, I lower my hostility. I don't think I need to do that. This looks like my last year. I'll pick the middle one. Anything that I can do to get my numbers up right now? Could make skewers, but I'm already getting skewers from the pickled goods. I don't need to. We'll just take anything, because I'm fine. Like, I'm going to get the resolve with how high everybody is currently. You guys need to be moved somewhere. Can you be moved down to, like... I thought there was a source of eggs down here. Right, there was, but this is a small trapper's camp, so it wouldn't get that done anyways. Where am I putting people then? I don't want to put any more people, or I want to make sure my hostility stays low. So if this goes up to 5, no, it's fine. Okay. Actually, I need to take 1 off so that I can get more villagers. We'll take the maximum amount of people. That was also 7 copper bars. Okay, let's crude workstation, make some pipes for me, please. That's the makeshift post. That's not what I wanted. You here. You're already making pipes. Still don't want to trade in my roots. I can favor you to make sure that you stay above board. We've got another building. We've got a clan hall, we've got a tea doctor, we've got a temple, and we've got a stamping mill. The temple, I could fulfill a need for education for harpies to keep them up higher, because I'm making scrolls currently. Let's do that. Put you in range over here. Do we have like a herbalist scamp or anything doing nothing? Oh, I can be making extra tea over here. Let's get that done. You guys at the leather worker are going to stop using leather. You are only going to use scales. You guys are going to use the leather to make coats if necessary. After you make as much tea as possible. We had people working on pottery up here. We don't need anybody making any more purging fire. Ah, I don't have the clay for it. Yeah, because they finished the clay deposits over here. I'm just out of pottery at this point. Okay. I need to hope that I can make it on this run. Let me turn up as much usage of water as I can. Just because I want to try getting this by the end of the year so that I can get 1 extra resolve point from that if necessary. What I wanted to make after you produced to the pipes was connecting the beanery, I think, here. No, there's the beanery, there's this, the apothecary, that I wanted to connect and have jerky being made faster. If I unfavor you, it doesn't keep the foxes up, so let's get rid of the foxes from eating, well, anything is fine. You guys can be taken off of this. What else do I do? Anything? The lizards are no longer giving me a resolve. It is just going to be the harpies, and that's it. And I'm still getting a good amount of resolve. I'll hopefully use enough drizzle water too. Are you guys, is the tank lowering? It is. Let me put up a second geyser pump then. I've got the pipes for it. And we'll stock with 2 people because I have so many leftover villagers. I could put 3 people in at the temple. Does that do anything? I think this is, yeah, you need to be sacrificing things in the flame to be able to get this bonus. I could actually lower my hostility by burning some wood here, but it wouldn't last long. It wouldn't last long. And I didn't find the bathhouse, so I can't even complete this order. But I am about to finish just because the harpies are going to get me enough passive reputation. The drizzle water would also do it, so I can go times 3. Village done. And so much quicker than my other runs. So much. Oh yeah, they don't need to be favored anymore, not with the education. Could I favor lizards? Yeah, I could favor lizards if I wanted to make it a bit faster, but I don't need to. And this is still a year 5 win. I was expecting this to take me, like, longer. Like, I'd go to year 6 if I wasn't able to pause so much. Maybe I need to stop overthinking things. My first real expedition? Win a game in the Royal Woodlands biome. Ah, got it. Okay. It does feel like my first real expedition because I never paused it. It feels like a wholly different way for me to be playing the game, even though I'm doing the exact same things. This is a building I've been waiting for. It can produce meat, eggs, and leather, but you can hook it up to a rain engine, and because you can produce meat consistently here, you can get the meat specialization thing to make it produce +1 meat every time. You can also have the thing where it's like, what is it? You get 1 lizard for every 25 eggs produced, and you can just choose how many lizards you have in your village. You're either flush with them and you have way too many, or you don't have like any at all. You do need to feed like plant fiber, reeds, or algae into this though, so it's not like an infinite source of food, but it is pretty damn close. It's one of my favorite buildings to get with lizards. This is why I consider them the food people, is because they just work so well with the ranch. Smithy, eh. Manufactory, fabric, barrels, dye, eh. Market. Oh, this is nice. Market carts, I think is like a harpy passive, but it's just if you put 2 people into this building. So if you don't have harpies, this is one of the buildings that you'll be like digging for. Cornerstone, cornerstone, cornerstone. We'll read those as they come up. Okay, let's get our meta progression and then I'll end the video. I'm happy that that went so well, honestly. A year 5 win is pretty damn good. I did turn down the difficulty, granted, but I said that I wanted something specifically here. Is it this one? I could upgrade the hearts to district level. That's what it was. So I need to grab these. It also unlocks the mine upgrades for me, so now I can realistically start using mines. Before, without mine upgrades, they're not all that great. Mines will get me copper and coal. We would have seen some of those resources by now, but I've never put down a mine to, like, get any of them. Let's see what else we can grab. We can grab some houses on the side here, or I think, yeah, I only have enough for one more upgrade, right? Hold on, 18 and 24. Yeah, that's too much. Okay. So +1 to producing double yields, or I get a beaver house. I'm gonna take the beaver house for right now. What's this one that's hiding behind it? This one. Ooh, that's trade routes though. Okay, I'll do a beaver house right now. Okay, I'm excited to play another one, honestly. I'm liking speeding up my gameplay.